Welcome to the Simpler Business Podcast, where we talk about ways to do what you love and serve your people in a way that brings you income and freedom. I'm your host, Marissa Roberts. Join me as I chat with my favorite entrepreneurs about how they simplify their biz so that you can simplify yours. Sales can feel nerve-wracking, especially when the idea of not converting the sale feels personal. But your sales numbers aren't a reflection of your worth or value. They simply show how clearly your audience understands the value you bring and how your product and service can make positive change and how effectively you're reaching the right people. If selling is uncomfortable for you right now, we're going to make that feel much better with some strategies to help you approach your sales with more confidence and ease. The first thing we need to do is shift your mindset about sales. Selling isn't about pushing your offer. It's about sharing how you can help. When you're nervous or desperate for the sale, your audience can sense it. But when you're relaxed, confident, and genuinely excited about what you're offering and the positive change that you can make for someone, they feel that energy too. The more comfortable you get talking about your product or service, the easier it is to sell it. And when you truly believe in your offer, others do too. Don't challenge yourself to make a certain number of sales each month. Challenge yourself to make a certain number of offers each month. This little tweak takes the pressure off and you will feel and give out a much more relaxed vibe whenever you're on social media, when you're writing your emails, when you're talking on podcasts or making videos, however you show up. And yes, you do need to show up consistently and make your offers more than once. Next, you want to choose the sales channels that suit you. You don't have to follow a one-size-fits-all approach. Pick a sales method that aligns with your comfort zone and goals. For example, sales calls are great for high-ticket offers, but it's not mandatory for you to do them yourself. If they're not for you, outsource them. Social media, DM, or email sales, this is so handy. You can script a 5-part conversation with potential customers to define whether your product or service is a good fit for their needs and encourage them to purchase. With your sales page, your sales page is your best salesperson when you've taken the time to optimize it. Now, if you need a hand optimizing your sales page, let me know. My team is really, really good at that. And once your sales page is converting really well, it works for you 24/7. And then all you need to do is focus on finding ways to send people to it. When your sales channel feels right, the process is so much more enjoyable. It's not stressful anymore. You get to simply be yourself, show up online, talk about the things that you love, and invite people to take a next step with you. Now let's add a little more ease by starting small before going big. You can jump into high-ticket sales straight away if you want to, but for a lot of people that feels overwhelming. So if you're not ready for it yet, start with a free or low-ticket offer and build that staircase. Step 1 is a free offer in exchange for an email address, and you get to build your list. As an alternate step 1, if you want to make sales immediately, you give a low-ticket offer, so under $50, something that gives a quick win to your client. Now, this could be a self-paced or passive mini product. They're my favorite. Or you could do a little how-to, step-by-step training that solves a problem for your customer pretty much in minutes, or something really easy for them to action. Now, step 2, that's when you're doing your mid-range offer. This can be a group coaching program, for example. It could be a self-paced study that you add group calls to. And then it's time for high ticket after that with a one-on-one or a done-for-you offer. So you see how that little staircase works? People get to know you, they build the trust with you, they see that you know what you're talking about, they see that your content helps them make positive change, and so they're happy to keep progressing up that staircase as they go. Now, on the other hand, if you are excited to jump straight into high-ticket sales, go for it. Optimize your sales process by giving your potential customer a reason to buy when they're first presented with your offer at your sales page. Now, I love a limited time discount on an irresistible offer, but you might want to include bonuses, for example, if they buy within a certain time frame. There's so much power in that irresistible deal that this is the first time you've seen it. You've got one opportunity to get a really, really great something along with your purchase. And that plays a really nice part in your business model, and it takes a lot of pressure off sales as well because it gives people a reason to hop off that fence. Okay, now let's talk launches. You can avoid big launches if they're not your thing. Massive launches, yeah, they bring in a ton of cash flow, but they're not for everybody and they're not the only way to sell. You can set up evergreen systems to sell your product or service 24/7. Or you could do a launch, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a live launch. You can plan and pre-schedule your launches a couple of times a year. This is really, really great if you prefer an open and close cart style of launch, but you don't want to show up on live calls or you don't want to do live marketing for it. So you just plan your launches for the year in advance. You write up all your copy, you do all your sales pages, you get all of the materials ready, and then you schedule everything in. All of your marketing goes in with a mix of written copy and pre-recorded video so that you don't have to go live every time. Choose what feels aligned with your energy and your capacity because selling is so much simpler when you have your systems working for you in a way that feels good for you. And speaking of the feel-good factor, we're going to optimize for freedom and flow. Once your sales systems are in place, that's when you're free to focus on what really lights you up. So you can then jump into creation mode or focus on delivering an amazing experience to your clients or look at how you can optimize your marketing strategy. Once your sales system is set up and the process is all taken care of, you've got more space to think, to do, to breathe, even to relax. You feel lighter and freer to enjoy whatever else you're focused on, and you can just show up authentically, be yourself, connect with your audience, and make your offers from a place of ease with a simple mention instead of a hard sell, because that little mention is the start of that little funnel and people go down the little rabbit hole thanks to your systems once they find you for the first time. The key to simple sales is to align your methods with what feels good for you. Embrace your new mindset, choose your favorite channel, let your systems do the work for you. And if you need help setting this up, you can check out my program, Effortless Sales. It's designed to help you sell your offers with confidence and ease while creating more freedom in your business. I hope you found this episode helpful. If you'd like to chat more about simpler sales, come and find me on Instagram at Marissa Roberts Official, and I'll see you in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Simpler Business Podcast. If you did, please subscribe, rate, and review us on Apple Podcasts. There's a link in the show notes to make it nice and easy for you, just the way we like it. If you're ready to simplify and scale your business, you can get started with my free audio class at marissaroberts.com. See you next time.